My name is Gainesville. I've been working at the airport for like 4 years. But ever since I started, it's always, a problem with my paycheck.
My name is Ada Lattimore. I'm retired taxpayer. My community consists of low and moderate income families, retired families, and working families. And we all are tax-paying citizens. We do not appreciate politicians sitting in Tallahassee dictating to us what we should do in our communities.
Let me be perfectly clear. I oppose emphatically the efforts to preempt locally enacted living wage and wage recovery ordinances.
We want our communities to have local control. Our issues are very unique, and the politicians in Tallahassee are not familiar with our problems in our communities. They probably have never experienced what we are experiencing in our communities. So who better to address our community issues than the people that live in the communities, along with our local control. We want Tallahassee to take a step back and let us solve our problems on local control.
My name is Pierre and I am also an airport worker. We like to first thank Commissioner Jacobs in reference to supporting the local ordinance. We live here in Broward County. We pay taxes here in Broward County. The people in Tallahassee do not have an idea of what we need locally on the local level.
Jeanette Smith, South Florida Interfaith Worker Justice. We're a member of the Wage Theft Task Force and the Coalition for Local Control. And I'm working with a statewide coalition of folks that are working towards local control so that we can come up with these local solutions to our issues and that Tallahassee doesn't take away our options. And I don't think it's a matter of what we as regular people can do. I think it's a matter of what we as regular people have an obligation to do, which is to speak out to our legislators and let them know when we think they're doing wrong. If I recall, I think that's actually enshrined in our First Amendment.
I first want to say thank you to all of you who so tirelessly raise your voices out for those who perhaps are not able to raise their own voices or cannot for fear of losing their jobs.
I thought the mayor brought up some outstanding points. The one phrase that stuck out in my mind, there were two phrases actually. There was that a good wage makes good sense.
In Broward County, we know that paying our employees a good wage makes good sense. The living wage minimizes employee turnover and increases employee productivity, commitment, and as I said earlier, loyalty, as so many companies have already attested.
As well as we shouldn't be trying to balance our budgets on the backs of the working poor.
We've gone through perhaps the most difficult economic times since the Great Depression, not just here in Broward County, and the state of Florida, but across our country. And Broward County has come through that process, still paying a living wage. When there were those on our dais that said, gee, our budgets are getting so tight, maybe we should cut back on the cost of living wage. The argument that we could balance our budget on the backs of the working poor just did not sit well with me, and ultimately did not sit well with the county commission that abandoned those ideas.
In all of our communities, if it wasn't for the wage theft ordinances, many of our constituents will suffer of wage theft. It is happening in the rest of Florida. It's not happening here. It's still happening here, but we have mechanisms to stop that from happening and to protect our workers to bring their bread and water to their houses.
I'm a father of 4. Wives is not working. Things are very hard. So there's a lot of things, my kids want to accomplish because I don't make enough. I have to, lay back and sit them down and explain the reason why I can't do it. It's not because I'm not willing to, but it's because I can't do it. I ended up going into a second job just I can, provide what they really need, for their education and everyday lives and everything combined. It is hard, I would love to stay home. I would work one job and go home, spend time with my family. But because of the way the situation is, I cannot. I have to seek another job, and then I start at 5 o'clock in the morning. You imagine 1 o'clock, 1:30, 2 o'clock, I'm still at the airport, and I gotta come back at 5 o'clock in the morning again. It is not easy. It's not a game, I don't really have time to spend with my family so they can know me. Thank God my kids and my wife appreciate what I'm doing. That's what I want the politician in Tallahassee to appreciate when a working man trying to work so hard to provide for his family. And, you know, I'm not the only one. I got a bunch of coworkers that are experiencing the same problem, which is not acceptable.
You can't tell me that you can come out having a strong budget, not raise taxes, have the strongest bond rating in the state, and pay your people well, and that's not a good thing. It is the best thing that can happen.
My name is Jim Jones. I'm working at the airport, Patrick Airport. I'm a living maker, and the politician eliminated my living wage. It's not good for me and my family, so just coming for somebody like me. So if eliminate my living wage, it's not good for me.
There's a strong consensus among our community faith leaders and our communities that Tallahassee should step back and do not touch those ordinances already in place for many years that has been working to establish justice to our workers here in Broward County and also in Miami-Dade and other jurisdictions as well. Tallahassee lawmakers should just be hands off of some ordinances have been proven to work for the past years. They have brought wealth and health to our community. So this is the best advice. This is the cry of our communities, and we hope that Tallahassee lawmakers respect this.
People that watching this interview, I would appreciate it. Anything they can do to help us out to get this wage theft stopped, and so the people in Broward can get a better living wage. That we will appreciate it a lot, because that would help us, you know, providing to our family a better condition, you know, for them to live, or, you know, at least I can work one job and quit the other one so I can spend time with my kids at least for once. I would really appreciate it.